All right, I'm Amin Shah. Welcome to Say What I Mean. And I just want to take this time to discuss some bigger issues, right? We know the economy have taken a major hit for several different reasons. Um, COVID have expedited this economic downturn, but even before COVID, there were indicators that we was going to be headed to a recession, right? And there's so many issues that need to be discussed that I kind of just want to take a little bit of time and talk about some of the major issues that we need to talk about and I feel like is being ignored. One of the things that we have to do is continuously be on offense. I feel like not just us as a country, but people in general, we really don't address problems till they right there in our face, and then we have to scramble, and it becomes an emergency. And a lot of these problems is right there, but we have so many problems that we are not focusing on the things that we need to focus on, in my opinion. One of the things we need to focus on is okay, uh, downturn is coming. How are we going to turn this around? I mean, Trump's talking about tax cuts. That's not going to do it. You know, there's so many major underlying problems that this country is facing in certain communities. It's been going on for decades on it, in some cases even centuries, especially in the black community. So how are we going to address these issues? Like opportunity zones is not going to do it. It's creating gentrification. These tax cuts is not going to do it. Um, we have a major debt crisis in this country. So, in the issue I see is everybody's competing against each other because it's like, everybody feel like there's limited resources. But I kind of want to push back against that a little bit because you see, anytime corporations get in trouble, somehow they magically find all this money. And if it's something to help out the people, it's too expensive. Have y'all noticed that? You know, have you noticed in 2008, when the banking system was collapsing, somehow they found trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars for these banks. During this COVID crisis, somehow they finding trillions of dollars for big business. But when it comes to something like student loan debt forgiveness, they saying it's too expensive. Or if it comes to providing adequate health care for everybody in this country, it's too expensive. And and it getting tiresome. It really is. I think the only way to really do it is to come up with a big package. I don't know if these type of issues can really be piecemeal because if one section gets something and another section of the country don't, it's going to create backlash. It's going to create resistance. I think we need something like, when Obama came in office, we had the um, the stimulus package, right, or the American Reinvestment Act. I forgot exactly what they called it, but the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. There we go. After Obama got elected, and it was trying to pull us out of the Great Recession, and it had a bunch of different things in it. We need something like that, but a lot more and more focus. Unemployment benefits, cool. But we need more than that. We need more than that. Um, in some directions, we starting to go to that. People talking about the Green New Deal, even Biden new climate proposal, have some elements of economic development when it comes to the green energy sector. That's cool. That could create some jobs, but that alone is not going to do it. You know, student loan debt forgiveness is another good option we can do. So, but if you just do student loan debt forgiveness, a lot of people that haven't gone to college is going to feel some type of way because I've already seen it. So that's why we need one big package. Um, if you do something specifically for rural communities, like there's going to be people in urban communities and in black neighborhoods like myself and be like, okay, what about us? We've been discriminating against for years. We need to get something. So each community and each class subset have their own unique problems that have to be dealt with. And I used to think a piecemeal approach was more realistic, but during these times, man, I really think we need one big, huge package. We do. We really do. That way, everybody can feel like they're getting something and getting some of their issues addressed. We do need student loan debt forgiveness. We do need adequate health care. Um, we know it's not going to be Medicare for all because Biden is not going to do that. But to make his public option as strong as possible, because when people losing their jobs, they losing healthcare. Cobra is hella expensive. Um, Not all states' Medicaid system is up to par. So we do need to for federal health care to address these problems. We need to address people that are overpaying for health care. We need to address people that's losing their insurance due to being laid off and kind of get away from this employer healthcare system that we have. We need to address healthcare in rural communities and lack of hospital care in some of these areas. We need to address um, economic development without justification in black neighborhoods. You know, we need we need these proposals. We need business development in black neighborhoods, and like opportunity zones for me is not it. We need black people ourselves to be able to own these businesses. How can we spark that? And yes, we need a discussion on UBI. You know, universal basic income. I mean, I think right now is needed, especially during this time of COVID and this economic downturn that's coming. So these are a few issues that we need to address, and I want us to start thinking about these issues and not before it's a full-fledged crisis. Because we damn near there now. So that's just me. That's my initial thoughts. I'm going to be addressing some of these issues very soon. The issues that's going on in Portland um, with federal troops basically in Portland. That's concerning. That is concerning, and that should be a way bigger story than what it is. I'm not liking signs of that, but there's so many issues that we have to address. Let's not feel overwhelmed because let's talk about this and start putting pressure on these politicians. That's the only way it's going to do it. We can't wait for them to do it. We have to start putting the pressure on these politicians ourselves in the local, state, and federal areas. That's me. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, share the video. Say what I mean. I'm out. Peace.